Hey there, everybody. This is Intalecrek, the Coinmatic. Welcome to another episode of Urban Hedgers. Thank you so much for tuning in. And today we're going to talk about something that's very interesting. We're going to talk about health and your wealth. Health and your wealth. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, I'm Intalecrek, the Coinmatic, and today we're going to talk about something that's interesting, something that I was thinking about, and it's been on my mind, pretty heavy the past few days. And it deals with, when you're stacking, you're hedging against inflation, you're basically preparing for the future. But one of the things I was actually thinking about is we need to do more preparing our health for the future as well. So that's kind of what we're going to talk about. But before we do that, we got to get into the prices of precious metals. And the prices of precious metals today are as follows. Let me refresh. This is from the JM Bullion app that I have on my phone. You can go and download it. It's a precious metal app that's by JM Bullion. So here are the current prices of precious metals as follows. And these are the asking prices, the prices that you and I would normally pay plus the overspot. Gold today is $1,210.80, down $7.80. Silver is $17.37, down 21 cents. Platinum is $953.75, down $9.25, and palladium is $769.85, down $1.90. So everything's in the red, which means that it has went down. Pretty interesting. So we'll have to keep an eye on that and remind you that this is early in the morning. So, who knows what later on this evening will bring. So with that being said, we always got to still do our bullion deal of the day. And our bullion deal of the day, or should I say of the week, is coming from JM Bullion. And what they have on sale there, if you go onto the JM Bullion website and you click on, let's see here, let me look here. I have the site open. You click on silver and then you click on sale now. What they have on sale is the 1 ounce Sunshine Mint Morgan Silver Round replicas. And basically, if you pay with a credit card, you'll pay about $1.50 to $1.50 for an overspot per coin, or should I say per round. These are rounds and they're actually made by the Sunshine Mint. So you may want to pick a few of those up. And remember that JM Bullion has a minimum purchase of $100. So just keep that in mind when you're on the site shopping. Great place to buy, very fast shipping. I really like JM Bullion. So once again, that's the 1 ounce Sunshine Mint Morgan Silver Round. Pick them up because they're going to go fast, and that's the bullion deal of the week for the Urban Hedgers show. So now with that being said, let's get into the topic at hand. And what I want to talk about is your health and your wealth. Basically, the dilemma that I was having is that I had been thinking about my health. I'm overweight. I used to be a lot slimmer. I'll actually post a picture of myself when I was slim about 8 years ago. I used to jog a lot, and things happen in life, and I kind of fell off and I gained a lot of weight. But within that 8 years, I got into hedging and collecting silver and gold. And I was just thinking about ways that I can build my wealth. And one of the things that kind of dawned on me, let me just give you the whole story. I was at work, a coworker and I were talking, and we were talking about losing weight because he's overweight as well. And we were talking about, we need to start thinking more about our health. And it kind of just dawned on me, our health is extremely important. How can we maintain our wealth if our health is bad? And we live in a society where fast food is all around us. So many things we can just throw in the microwave to eat and go. But a lot of this stuff is not healthy for us. I myself, I like soda, and a lot of soda has a lot of high fructose corn syrup in it, which is definitely not good for you. And not to count that a lot of food itself has high fructose corn syrup in it. Um, we got to start thinking a little better about the things that we put in our bodies as far as the things that we eat, because these things bring about obesity, and obesity brings about other things, diabetes, heart disease, etc. I was on a site. Let me see if I can find it here. And what it was basically talking about, it was talking about how most people are filing bankruptcy. A lot of people that file bankruptcy because medical bills bankrupt a lot of Americans. Okay. Um, and some of the things that was on that list, they said that some of the ailments that contributed to the bankruptcy or the medical bills, which led to the bankruptcy, are as follow. Multiple sclerosis was one of the top. Diabetes was number two. Injuries were number three at around about 25,000 uh, as far as bills. Strokes, mental illness, and heart disease. Heart disease was actually last, which I thought it would be a little higher, but it was um, last on the list at 21,000. This is what a lot of people have been paying out of pocket. Um, I'm assuming that their insurance, if they have these serious situations, and I'm guessing that this encompasses all the following, prescriptions, hospital visits, maybe even sometimes hospitalization. Now, injuries and some things we can't avoid, but there will be injuries sometime and we can't avoid that. But things like diabetes and sometimes even strokes and heart disease, we can kind of prevent those things, by watching our diet. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, but we can definitely decrease the chances of us actually having any of those ailments. So that's just something that I think we need to start thinking about when we're stacking our gold, silver, platinum, palladium, or whatever you stack, because it will eat at your wealth. It will eat at your wealth greatly. Illness will eat at your wealth. So, I just been thinking maybe I should maybe join the gym. Well, I have a good friend named Terrell, fitness guy. Maybe I need to talk to him and, maybe get him to be my trainer or talk to him about it and see what it's going to cost, because health is extremely important. And I have a close friend of mine, and this is a true story, where he was telling me that the house he purchased was previously owned by a couple who could no longer keep the house due to medical bills. So think about that. That has to be frustrating to pay on the house for X amount of years and only to have to give it up because your health fails. And I'm not saying that we can avoid all health situations, because that's impossible, but we can minimize the possibilities by eating better and exercising and things of that nature. I just think it's really important, because for myself, this is something that I can identify with greatly, because I am an individual that needs to actually lose weight and take better care of himself. As you know, especially with us males, and a lot of us males, we don't like going to the doctor. We just don't like it. I don't like going to the doctor, but that's something I have to change. I have insurance through my job, and I need to utilize that. And, at least I can get an idea as to where my health is at. Haven't been in years, and I'm just being honest. And that's something us men, we have to stop doing. We have to start going to the doctor more often. I admit that, you know, if I was married, I probably would go because a lot of times a wife, she tends to kind of push you to go to the doctor. But as I normally find it that a lot of men, we don't like to go to the doctor. I don't know how many of you guys agree with that, but I think it's more so us than women. But we definitely got to start doing things to improve our health because bad health will destroy your wealth, plain and simply put, you know. And the more I think about it, the more it makes more sense to me. But you got to start now, don't put it off. You know, I don't want to set myself up for diabetes, heart disease, and things like that because it takes away from your wealth. It definitely does. And um, no matter who you are, you need to think about that. Um, so I'm gonna try to start working on a better lifestyle for myself, you know, so that in the future I will have better health and minimize or reduce the risk of me having diabetes, heart disease, or things of that nature. So this was just something I wanted to touch on. I didn't want to be before you long today. I just thought this was an interesting topic to touch on and to kind of just get your ideas and your input about it. So let me know what you think. And once again, this is Intalecrek of the Urban Hedgers. And I thank you for tuning in. And another thing I want to say before I actually leave is actually that I'm still working on videos and things of that nature. Um, been working a lot. Like I said, I don't do this full time, so things change, and sometimes you got to change with the times. But I want to try to at least get these podcasts or videos out to you at least every other week, if not every week, at least twice a week. I mean, twice, a month, should I say, every other week. So just bear with me, and we got some interesting things to come. It's going to start getting warm, and I want to take to the streets and talk to people about precious metals and some other things. So once again, this is Intalecrek the Coinmatic, and I thank you so much for listening to Urban Hedgers, and I'll see you soon.